Good evening. Monkey says good evening too. We got one in here already. I found out if you get the thing ready a few minutes early, it lets people know while I'm preparing. Um, but what was I going to say? There are some groups. If you mention marijuana or anything, they'll block you from the group. Oh, you can't discuss drugs. This is about Forrest, Fenn, and the thrill of the chase. Well, they haven't read the chapter of Quanah Parker. Quanah Parker would go. Forrest, Fenn, Quanah Parker went to the Peyote church. That's the Indian church. I can pull that chapter up. But that's the Indian church, And they call it peyote because they took peyote. They hallucinated. And, peyote's a drug if you don't know it. Bossy or sassy, bossy, sassy, same thing. She should be bossy, sassy, bossy, or boss sassy, something like that. Throw people out of the chat conversation because they make a reference to a little marijuana or 420 or something, and then they're drinking alcohol, getting drunk off their ass, poisoning their brain with alcohol. Yeah. There's a lot of bigots in the chase, and some of the biggest bigots run the biggest channels on the Forrest Fenn chase. Like, I don't know how many were watching Toby on Friday night, and I called in, and I was on for 15, 20 minutes, and Toby, oh, you're calling from Oregon. What are you doing using an Oregon phone number? It's like, I started the chase when I was in Oregon, and I've had this phone number for 10 years or more. Yeah, about 10 years I had this number since 2010. So, yeah, I've had my number 10 years. And I was going to University of Oregon. That's why I have an Oregon number. Maybe I'll have a West Virginia number or something like that next time I call you, Toby. He's trying to screen the calls after that. Oh, no, I'm going to make sure Bill Gorman doesn't get through. Leave a message and we'll call you back. He talks about Quanah Parker and the Peyote Church and the Aberrations. Yeah, I was, and the first thing I said was, Padre Toby, forgive me for my sins, for I have thrown double blazes in your general direction. and it's still, oh, that son of a bitch, Gorman. Toby, what is it I fucking did? Call you out for being an asshole is about all I did, Toby. You guys blocked me is what started it all. When you blocked me for saying the gypsies lack imagination. And I got blocked and called all kinds of nasty names by you and your little cabal, Toby. It's time for you to get your head out of your ass. Yeah. It's time to roast Toby's ass while his head is still stuffed tightly inside his ass. Tightly inside it, yeah. Tightly inside his ass. He needs to remove his head from his ass to make the world a little bit clearer. He's been marinating his head up his ass a long time. And after I asked for forgiveness and got deleted. What the fuck, Toby? You say send me an email and we'll straighten things up or something. I called in. I said, forgive me for my sins. No, we're going to cut Gorman out of there, pretend he doesn't even exist. He tries to pretend I don't exist at all. Well, I do exist. And as long as you treat me like a second-class citizen and put yourself on a pedestal, Toby, I'm going to say, double blazes, mofo. And if you're watching, Toby, my attorney sent you a message on Facebook. He can overrule your Joe Ludicki. Joel Wickie's because the thing is, Toby started this shit to, everybody shit on Gorman. Everybody shit on Gorman. Yeah, Davio, you were there. You heard me on the show, and then he deleted me. He deleted me from it. There was no, you can't ask for forgiveness from Toby. He's a piece of shit. Deleted me from it, acted as if I was an idiot, an asshole. He's the asshole. Where the hell Quanah Parker chapter go? And then all that bullshit he deleted. Yeah, he deleted the call. He deleted my call. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think. And now it's down to 2 hours and if you go at 1 hour and 50 minutes, you'll hear the phone ring and then a little cut to, he cut me out and went to, we're closing the phone lines. I was at 1 hour and 50 minutes to 2 hours and 15 minutes, something like that. And he cut me out. I didn't say anything bad in that. Yeah, and then that ass shit, that piece of shit, Toby, acting as if I'm a bad guy, and this guy admitted to paying for lessons on cunnilingus with Taiwan prostitutes. He went to a house of prostitution and asked for lessons on eating pussy. That's the kind of people that follow. What kind of people follow a guy like that? And he's so pure. And the magical treasure princess, she's probably the one that had me deleted. I know Quanah Parker's in here. In the Peyote church. And then if you've seen some of my rock formations and stuff, they look like that. That's what the rocks are like. It's a group of people like. And then, well, since we're talking about Quanah Parker and the Peyote Church, the Church of the Peyote, it's Sunday. It's time to do a little Quanah Parker type worshiping. That's a 420 cough. That's not a nobody Uh, this kills coronavirus. It's real in there. This alligator claw. I ate this alligator named Elvis. That's one a claw from Elvis. I had spaghetti from the alligator this claw came from. And I got a medicine bag on here. It's got Togo's feathers hanging on the bottom. And I got crystals. This crystal I made and put on there just to have some crystal on there. And I got a crystal arrowhead. Yeah. Yeah, there were, I think 360 people were in his chat when I was on the phone, and 360 people saw me on there. And if you go back and look, he's deleted me from the show. I'm the forbidden searcher. Yeah, come on by. We'll smoke it, Davio. I'll take you to some ancient temples and ooh. I got it from a Abenaki chief. It used to belong to an Abenaki chief, and I got it at the Abenaki trading post in what is it? Hooksett, New Hampshire. That's between Manchester and Concord. Yeah, I was edited out. Yeah, that's right. That tells you what Toby's about. I don't exist. If you type my name and Gorman into his chat, it won't post because that word is the name Gorman is forbidden on his chat. Yeah. Yeah. You know, my lawyer friend sent Toby a message. Will Toby answer it? Yeah. Yeah. And when I called in and I said, Padre Toby, forgive me for I have sinned. He laughed. He said, you'll have to call in tomorrow for that. Except I doubt he'd ever answer a call from my number again. He's got me in his phone now. That's Bill Gorman. Don't answer. I was trying to do a play on his church for the search, you know, calling him Padre because he speaks all this Spanish. And he's looking on the Rio de los Pinos. I've been looking near the Pinos. It's not lost. And I went and I flew my drone. There's a interesting spot. I went down. I found these rock formations and pyramid thing, and I had to go fly my drone around the top of the thing, and you know it's down across the canyon and up on this top of the hill, and the wind's trying to push the drone, and you got to stay back a little further when it's windy because the thing will drift right into the freaking hill. And flying it around the top of the peak, and winds push it. I said, okay, better get it back. But when I was coming back from there, I went through Manassas and on it's Highway 142. And when you're going into Manassas, I saw a sign, visit the Jack Dempsey Museum, or Jack Dempsey Birthplace Museum. And Jack Dempsey was born here. I mean, it's a little town. It's probably population 60, you know. And so I stopped by Jack Dempsey's birthplace in Manassas. And I took some pictures of those and I posted them on Facebook. Project X. Just about a better look at where the secret. The secret is the secret of Atlantis. I'm not kidding either. Oh, bullshit! But I'm not kidding. That's what the thrill of the chase is. The thrill of that breathtaking discovery. The thrill of discovering freaking Atlantis. And the thrill of the chase is a full color ad to publicize it. If you find Atlantis, you found his thrill of the chase. That, or your own thrill of the chase too, because when you realize these are ancient ruins, then you got something gritty. There. Got it. Probably off my pipe. You find these ancient ruins and boom, you're in there. And then he doesn't just yet. You don't only have to find the blaze. See, Toby was asking questions before I could answer them. Because you can't give an explanation of the solution in 5 minutes. There's a whole lot to it. I mean, he only let me get as far as the home of Brown, and told him that was a joke when he told that guy, "Oh, if I told you where the home of Brown is, you go straight to it." My dad used to say, "If you ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer." And if you're gonna fool him, you can tell him, "Oh, well, yeah, if you knew where that was, you go straight to it." Yeah, that's not because the guy was being pushy and was demanding to know who's this Brown. And so Forrest was being facetious. "If I told you that, you go straight to it." No, because once you're at the home of Brown, there's no paddle up your creek. There's no place for the meek. There's no paddle up your creek. It's the next step is no place for the meek. And to get there, you got to go up a creek where you can't paddle up it. There's a series of waterfalls. Only an idiot can say, "I can't comprehend how you cannot paddle up a waterfall." And at the top of No Place for the Meek is the Wolf Creek ski area and the ski lifts, the heavy loads. And there's a ridge there and a lake with the same name. And it's Canadian name, Alberta. It means noble and bright. There you have a title and a blaze. And this blaze is at 10,200 feet. That's the level of the lake. 10,200 feet. It has a dam, and people, "Oh, well, he said where Warm Waters Halt isn't a dam." Yeah, but he didn't say the blaze, one of the blazes didn't have a dam. He didn't say that. Where Warm Waters Halt isn't a dam. You go past a dam. And, well, as you look, if you found that blaze, you look down below it is the wood. The wood is something you see looking down from Google Earth or an airplane, and you see the word wood cut out of a great big W and then OOD right along the creek. Yeah, Toby has a wall. There's a wall he built on the Colorado border. Toby trying to build a wall on the Colorado border, and we ain't going for his wall. Yeah. Let me see. People messaging me. They don't know I'm live. And and in the wood, Forrest Fenn said he prayed for D's. And I showed you in my last video where if you take a D, the letter D, the small letter D, and you flip it upside down, not rotate it, flip it upside down, it becomes a 9. He prayed for D's. There's 9 clues. A 9 is an upside down D. Yeah. It's legal in Colorado. And I qualify for the medical use, except they make that a great big pain in the ass. It's easier just to pay tax on the recreational. The VA doesn't, unless the VA starts giving it out for medical use. Kiwis Road, right? True. Yeah, I've been watching the Kiwis Road. He's all right. House Husband Diaries guy, he does a good job. And I watched this other guy who has got a new channel. I just watched his video. He had something about the, kind of about these people that are just in the thrill of the chase to run commercial businesses off of it, profit off it, charge for consultation with it. One thing I've been thinking of doing is giving tours of some of these monuments and stuff that I've found, Thoth and Anubis and Isis, and give people a tour and show them this stuff and let them take pictures of the stuff. History. Where was he? There. Zemdirk. Zemdirk. That channel. And what was his? Since I've hit my data limit on tethering, I can play the video. Audio render error. It won't let me play videos on my laptop because of Verizon. Our Fenn channels view farming and other news. He's talking about them, the cow and the capro and the gypsies and, See, sorry, if I said on their chat a year and a half ago or whatever, the gypsies lack imagination. And Shelley exploded. Oh, Bill Gorman just personally insulted me. Oh, I'm so scared. Protect me, moderators, from evil Bill Gorman. He said the gypsies lack imagination. He didn't say Shelley lacks imagination. It's not personal. It's a group. It's all. You people can't see shapes in rocks. You lack the imagination. You like my pen? Gonna get a Trove band. Trove bud. Yeah. So the Forrest, he talks about Peyote Church and Aberrations, and I'm going to show you something here. That he there. I'm page change. I gotta set my pipe down. But I don't know if some of you know I got the drone, Well, most of you know that. I had bought this one with the controller and all that, and it was $200. They sent it to me after 5 flights. The camera on it quit working, and so they gave me my money back for it. Didn't want that or the controller, none of it. I keep it all, you know. So then I got the, you know, it'll fly, but it had no camera, and since I got my $200 back for $95, I got this one that came without a controller, and it's been working really good. I flew it in my Fenn area. Was it yesterday? I can't remember. It was yesterday or the day. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. And but meanwhile, I ordered the video and camera card for this one, and you see, I fixed it and got a new camera in there. And when I took it apart once to find what was wrong with it, and I put it back together so I wouldn't lose any parts while I was waiting for the replacement video card. And then when the video card came, I had to take it apart again, put the card in, glue it into the socket, and screw it all back together. And then you go test it, and it goes beep 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 beep, and it found the GPSs, and I said, okay, try to start, and this one prop wouldn't turn, that one wouldn't turn, and so I feel, okay, there's a problem with that one, that's why it's beeping. My generator just suddenly, oh. Yeah, the heater's on. Usually the heater will slow it down, but so now I've got two good you know. When I screwed it together after I put the video card in, what happened, the screw right here and the wires, it goes to a little PC board here, the screw cut the wires to it, and so it wasn't getting any. So I had to go in and solder tin the wires and scrape some rubber sealant stuff off the board and solder the wires back on, and now it works perfect, and put it back together. So I fixed this one. So since this is the one that's had trouble and been repaired and all that, I'll use this one for the dangerous missions. This one's the dangerous mission drone, and this one is for mostly. This one is where I need to see it between me and the trees, because the black one you can't see in the trees, but the white one is, you can see that white thing. And the white one is pretty visible up in the sky too. It's not just a black hole in the sky. It's a bright spot instead of a dark spot. Toby, he's on a gypsy kiss. A gypsy cunt. Yeah. You know, there are couples that the guy is impotent, and they let their wife sleep around and stuff. You know, and I swear I heard Shelly on one of them, I'm going to sleep in Toby's bed. The man from Texas. Hey, Clarence. I knew a Clarence Smith in Washington who was selling cars at a Chevy dealer. I tried that. I lasted about a month at selling cars. It was between two dealerships. Grass Valley. I left Denver at 6 a.m. and I was in Grass Valley at 10 p.m. How's that, Davio? 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. But there is the 1 hour time, so that gives it a. What do you have to ask them, Jay? Yeah. Yeah, you like that one, huh, J.A.? Yeah. Uh-huh. Are there any lumberjacks logged in? You don't see any lumberjacks logged in. Oh, watch this. This is going to be fun. I'm playing. Yeah, let's see. Timber. Yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm almost there. Hang on, I get something funny coming here. Where to go? There. Here we go. Yeah. Who the fuck is that? Driving around and get the grab a BB. The ice cream man took the treasure. Yeah, and I've been doing these to. Yeah, Forrest did say I was good with an axe. Okay, so I was getting to about the aberrations. The aberrations, and where did it go? Come on, give me over there. Okay, wrong program for turning the screen around. See, in Dale's site, and gold is the skin of gods, right? Many of the objects in my collection are significant in a very small depiction of world history. Most are more interesting than they are important. Nevertheless, it is necessary for me to remember that each piece represents who we once were in a time that used to be. That's where we're gone alone back in time. And that I will never be anything more than its temporary custodian. And then what do we got here? Thoth, the ibis head. That's Forrest Fenn's from Egypt. And Why is Thoth important to Forrest? Because Thoth is flying through the Rio Grande National Forest. Basically. I'll show you. See, there. So, like I have depicted Forrest, he's back there riding the ibis, right? Here's the guy riding the ibis. And Thoth is the ibis-headed god. And this guy, he's up on top of that ibis. See, that's his mouth where the hand is. That's an eye, and that's an eye. He's laying on top of that bird, flying through this is the tree of life. That's the biggest tree I've ever seen in the Rocky Mountains. It's huge. And this is the fish. My finger's in its mouth. And that's an aberration. Thoth himself is an aberration. You know, this is the ibis. And the ibis is flying through the mountains. And he goes on. Thoth was one of the main deities in Egypt mythology. He depicted here as a man with a head of an ibis. Thoth maintained the universe. He maintained the universe and moderated disputes between good and bad to make sure neither gained an advantage. He invented hieroglyphy. He invented the hieroglyphs, the Egyptian system of writing. He was the scribe. And like he says, he maintained the universe. He was known as the architect of the universe. Okay? I want to get down to, well, I'll just read the whole thing. Fuck it. Many years ago, a trader from Consuela asked me to go to her room in the La Fonda Hotel. She wanted to show me something in private and promised I would buy it. That was a new sales pitch for me, and I said, okay. After we enjoyed a cold Coors and unwrapped this beautiful Thoth figure and placed it on the table in front of me, I knew exactly what it was. He already knew what Thoth was. He already knew about Thoth. And was instantly dreaded that she would ask more than I could afford to pay. I was enthralled and reminded myself that a man in the desert dying of thirst might pay $1 million for a glass of water. When Consuela started playing Eddie Arnold's What's He Doing in My World? What's he doing in my world? What is the one I found doing in this world? There is Thoth. What is Thoth doing in this world of North America? What is Thoth doing here in North America, riding the ibis? And that's a bird. This is his beak. That's why I made the Forrest Fenn ride in ibis. Okay. Consuela said the ancient Egyptians believed that gold was the skin of the gods, and that Thoth was so strong that the sun couldn't shine without his permission. His power will keep you young, she promised. And I wondered if some of her talk was salesmanship, but it had long been my belief that I was aging by mistake. After 2 more beers and a call to my banker, I purchased a beautiful gilded figure from Consuela for a price one thought was fair, but me and Consuela, of course. For you, Eddie Arnold, wherever you are. Okay, so he's referring to the Eddie Arnold. What's he doing in my world? And what? Where did the part go? Let me change the moderator. So carrying. It looks like he edited it after I made that meme. Because I got the words, I copied them right off this page to put them in that meme. He's not supposed to be carrying a scepter. Nevertheless, reminder each piece represents it. I'll never be anything but a temporary custodian. He invented the hieroglyph in the Egyptian system. Already disputes. Many years ago. Where did it go? This, I swear, do a time thing, Sasha. Go back in time on Dale's site and look at what that story was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Because he mentioned the Aberrations, and that's gone. Do you see where it says Aberrations? That's why it appears that Consuela's prophecy may not be working, so that would make him live long or stay young. He's getting older. Wow. That was this thing was edited in the last week. Because it said sometimes it's the aberrations of an object that whets the wits of a collector. That's what he had on there. And that is missing in the current. I wonder, let's see, let's go do this. View page source. Bum, bum. When was it updated? See where I'm going? I'll figure that out later. Trade me out. Oh, what are you talking about? Brian Gates, yeah. And those things are getting weird in the chase. It's quantum physics, and you know, it's all the searchers are like atoms bouncing around. Davio would understand that. Go back in time. Some of the scrapbook. Yeah, Forrest, what are you doing in my world? What are these Egyptians, so-called Egyptians, doing here in Colorado? Because those so-called Egyptians were known as Atlanteans. And after Atlantis was destroyed, they built Egypt and the pyramids. Plato said Atlantis had a large rectangular valley surrounded by high mountains covered with crystals. That's the San Luis Valley. And ancient aliens and them call this the Valley of Portals. all the crystals and stuff, and the magic power, and the gold, and hey, Bob Art, Davio, dig it, dig it. So, and then Plato also says that Egypt or Atlantis had lots of elephants and plenty of grasses to feed them all in the plains that were 10,000 stadia across. That's 1,200 miles. That's the Great Plains. The figure I found at Thoth, he's standing there parting the Rocky Mountains at the meeting place of the lords of the horizons of the east and the lords of the horizons of the west, and opening the treble gates, the gateway to the plains, the Great Plains he's talking about. That's the gateway getting over the Continental Divide. And that's the same mission Lewis and Clark were on, to find a way over the Continental, they was going from the Atlantic to the Pacific. His poem goes from the Pacific to the Atlantic. And you got to tie, you match things in the beginning of something in the beginning of the poem with something at the end of the poem. Okay, where warm waters halt. Warm, okay. Where does he mention a temperature at the end of the poem? Cold. It's worth the cold. Where warm waters halt and it's worth the cold go together. Marry them. And as I have gone alone in there. And where is there? If you are brave and in the wood. That's a place. He's saying brave and in the wood. In there, he's gone alone in there. You got to be brave and in the wood. The word wood is cut out of the forest. He was praying for D's. That Model A cow was in the D. So I went looking for a D, but I got an A. It's all and this is I've only told you a tiny piece of the solution. It's a quantum mass. But when I showed Forrest Fenn my Forrest Fenn's totem video, I told him, oh, this is some old Air Force guy carved his face in the rock. And I said, but who's that guy over there? He says, that's George Washington. It wasn't in a video record. No, that's what he told me, that was George Washington, that figure on the side. Because it was the guy with the elbow coming down, and he talks about resting his elbow on a bronze, and he's holding the tombstone, and there's other people around him, and there's stuff down that canyon, all down that canyon. You can find an album cover for Led Zeppelin, House of the Holy or whatever. No, not what. It's the one with the windows, that brick building, and there's all the windows, and there's a face in each window. I want to see, where's that date on there? Dale, that page was just changed. As he mentioned the Aberrations in that story. And it's not, the Aberrations are not mentioned on there anymore. And that's exactly where I found that. That's amazing. It's like, I've solved that clue. It's not there anymore. I know that Thoth and all this stuff is part of his hunt. It's the ancient archaeology that gave him the thrill, finding that arrowhead. I want the green one. They don't do it in green. Have to be a special order. Oh, with green with golden flames. um, I keep looking at that, looking where the apparitions go in it. Aberrations. It was in that story. It was longer. Edit me out of videos. They edit Forrest Fenn content out of the because I said that. Because I made that meme of it and then it disappears off of that's funny. Oh man, what's he doing in my world? I don't think we can get that to play. My sound card wasn't playing videos. I'll look up the lyrics. I can't sing it, but I can read them. Let's see if it'll play it. Oh, my other my other account isn't has ads on it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There. There. my phone keeps stopping the scroll. Bill, where is the gold out there? The thing is, it's the ancient archaeology is the trove. This trove of rock carvings going over the mountain. It begins at below the home of Brown. That's where you put it. That's where you start finding this stuff. Below the home of Brown. And you go all the way over No Place for the Meek. Below the home of Brown is the gypsies. I talked about this on Toby's thing. The gypsies, the double blazes. My father's been busy lighting candles, some of them at both ends. Some is not a majority of them. Some is at least 3. You know? And these at least 3 have a blaze at each end. The whole chase has a blaze at each end. And in the book, in the drawings, there's 2 drawings with a campfire in it. The gypsies and the stout-hearted men. The gypsies are at one end and the stout-hearted men are at the other end. And the supposed treasure is in between somewhere. But there's a whole bunch because these are just some of the blazes. The one at either end, that's so the gypsies, the stout-hearted men are a candle lit at both ends. And then you got others that are lit at both ends. I found the double blazes next to his pile of airplanes and his fighter flying by right by the blaze. I guess he's on fire heading to crash. So the pile of airplanes is there. and the funny thing, the formation with the double blazes in the fire hearth looks like it's an Air Force pilot helmet sitting on top of it. It's really cool. You know, it's more than just a puppy in the rock, Davio. Not paranoid. I just find it funny. It's the same for us. And me up around there, Kansas. Up to there, there's housing. Bill Lynn. Good Bill. Well, I'm seeing that wire going down there, and I thought it was a crack in my phone. Schedule allow me. Schedule the horse in. The duck and you A winter. And Kiwi. Goodell, he could do a good video on, or a good documentary on what I found. Eugene would do a good job of that. Yeah, Jens is supposed to be coming out this spring, but I have no idea when. Okay, see you, Clarence. How far behind am I now? This perspective is half this. Oh, we're praying. Okay, amen. Yeah, we're in the Quanah Parker Peyote Church. We don't have any peyote though. That might make the aberration. You see, peyote and aberrations are hallucinations. And that's why he talks about the Peyote Church. Venezuela is used in this culture. The name is Sancho. Yeah. And it was Leo Salazar who showed Forrest where Moses was while he carved a perfect likeness of that's where Moses got the Ten Commandments. That's where Moses is. He's showing him up on the side of the 1,000-foot karst that resembles where his plane crashed. And he's pointing out that's where Moses received the Ten Commandments. And Forrest says, as he said, like some kind of omnipotent religious guru. Now, and then in Once Upon a While, here's Moses. He's showing you Moses, and he says Moses is an important figure. Why is Moses an important figure? Because he is the blaze. And if you found Moses, look at your feet, you're done. Get out of there. Because, yeah, well, I don't know how if he expected you to find that last or first. I found it pretty early on. I found it in 2016. Before the 2017 February, I had pictures of Moses. And I had the Buffalo Cowboy car. So there's all these blazes. He said there's 10 billion blazes. But only one is the blaze. The quote's on the. A special one. But there's many others. There's my father. They're the candles his father's lighting. And some of them at both ends. Those are the other blazes. And there's all kinds of figures of people sitting in chairs facing each other. And it's, oh yeah, which one? Because this figure is repeated over and over and over, and covering miles and miles and miles of stuff. So yeah, there's a guy. They do tours and stuff down in South America, ancient ruins and stuff. I mean, I give people tours of select a few of these ancient ruins and give them tours in the summer. Show them these ancient rocks and formations and whatever. I was shown a woman stopped. When he mentions he almost missed the buffalo, then he emphasized in the caption, seems like he knew that the treasure chest was going to be easily missed. Yeah. And Blaise Pascal, it's the truth. Many didn't know it was the chase and not the quarry. The treasure is the quarry. The chase, the finding the ancient stuff. He wanted to find somebody who was in Indiana who could see this stuff, because most people can't see it. Man, I can't get to. I just went all the way to the end there. Oh, good. Yeah, because the well, one thing, the art. Ah, damn, why is that so huge? Oh, that's why it's so huge. My other screen, my monitor is not doing is duplicating my monitor. Oh, I didn't mean to close that. I was just trying to get things off my screen so I can get to the bottom of my screen. And uh-uh. Multiple monitors, landscape, display. Uh, uh, oh, which one am I looking at? Stupid computer. It changed my screen settings instead of a extended monitor. It turned them both into the same thing. I looked up and I, man, that's ugly, all stretched out. Lori James, sleep well. Yeah, sleep well, Lori. Ark of the Covenant. No, this is before all that. Well, there could be that kind of stuff up there. I found some places I'd consider temples and other place. One place is like a mammoth stockade or auction or something, or who knows. Stonehenge, like they moved a lot of rocks. They had elephants to help them. Oh, well, that ain't helping me yet. Apply, extend the display. There we go. Now that one's still ugly. Keep those changes. Let's. Oh my. So that one. Well, that one is. No, it gets bigger than that. Oh. Yeah, I won't ever get my computer back to where it should be. Analog out of range. Oh, I hate that. Okay. Yeah, my computer, there it goes. Keep changes. Okay. It's over here. It didn't do it right. It has me run the mouse off the right side of the screen to get to the screen on the left. I like to drag, so that it's real, not virtual. J.A. Street. Isn't there some good evidence of ARC being one of the first batteries? Yeah, the box, the ARC. Yeah, it could have been. But some people, if it's in that place in Somalia or whatever, and the guys that watch it, they die. They don't last long. Their skin starts peeling. It's something radioactive. It's some radioactive core that's still melting or something. That's why it's aligned with gold to keep the radiation in there. It's like a sarcophagus, like Chernobyl. Add to other searchers' perspectives. Um, can it play my? I got some videos from my drone flight the other day. there. 2020 drone. Let's see. That over there. And yeah, get my little post that I put my phone on. And do the switcheroo. And light out. So yeah, these are all figures standing there. You see a lot of them have a face at the top. And somebody's before, where are the trees? They're up there. And they're down at the bottom. The trees don't really grow on the cliffs. Where's Spock? Beam me up. Yeah, on the screen sometimes, you know, it's really deceptive. It makes it look closer than you are sometimes, and sometimes it makes you look further than you are if you're close. So I was doing some flights to test. I got a tire sitting up on my roof to keep the wind from blowing the roof off, and so I flew the drone up to the tire to see what kind of measurement I get, how far I am when the tire fills the screen, you know, so I can estimate my distance from something. Yeah, this is a neat thing here. See the person standing in the middle? Somebody over here. There's people standing in here, and they're across the top. And but I take pictures of these stuff and I put it through AI, and that's how I make my art. I get all the shapes and stuff come from the rocks. Just the colors come from the AI. Okay, let's get to this one. Come on, right there. Where are we at here? I think, I think this is zoom. Yeah, I found I can get way up on top of this stuff with this drone. My other drone I couldn't get on top. This one I can. This drone will go like 800 feet up, so I can get to the top of the stuff. And what you see is that this is a ramp, and this ramp goes down to that. So you can walk up, get up on top of this, and there's stuff all on these rocks here. And You can see these are figures standing here. You know, here's an arm. So, uh, oh, oh, yeah, I wanted to get them on the other side. You see the person standing here? Look at the two legs. And see, there's a couple of heads there. I'm just picking out the easy to see stuff. But these things are covered. And you see how much snow is still there. If my drone had got lost up there on the hill, I probably wouldn't have been able to get it back. Meow. I'm going to crash. No, I'm not. Are we coming back? Okay. Another one. That's messing me up with the on the wrong side. See this big figure standing here, and there's others. Yeah, far away pictures aren't the best way to get all of it. See the people sitting in here. See them too. Look how high I am. Now, a bigger drone won't let you go more than 400 feet. This one goes more than 400 feet. And so I'm able to get up the side of the canyon wall. Zip ahead. The canyon down. Now, I've been in here. I've been up behind these trees. I climbed up halfway up that waterfall there, and I've been on top here. I have a video walking out here to the end, and then walking back, and then walk down all the way down there. And this is kind of steep to get, but I've been all over there. I've been up and through here and up here. And the stout-hearted men are up there. That's where I'm flying to. I'm heading for the stout-hearted men. I'll keep zooming forward till we get closer here. You see, we're still flying toward them at like 10 miles an hour. Whoop. Oh, we've been, okay. Here it is. So this is a stout-hearted men guy. He's laying up here on the rock. You'll see him laying on top there. And there is a thing the size of the box right under the arch of his back. But that's too steep and hairy there. I'm going to get a closer drone shot. You see, he's laying right here. That's the guy with the dark pants at the campfire. These stout-hearted men. Now I tell the drone, come back. Battery's getting low. Okay. I'm flying. And you see it's so high. I can fly it and get way up on top. There's some cool stuff right here. Moses is right in there. He's in there. But this is a really cool area up on top. And you see the ramp coming up here. There's a ramp. You can get up on top of there pretty easily. Hiked up this here. I've hiked up that on there. This is another ridge. So yeah, that's where Moses is. And you see there's figures. They're all laying there. It's this huge figures and small figures inside. They're fractalized. Get a cup of tea and nobody will notice. So, are we still flying? Look at all that snow. Yeah, I can imagine if the thing lost power right there, man. Drop. So Moses is right in there. But you see the head there and the head there. These people they're huge, and they're sitting there, laying there, looking upward. There's a big head there, and Moses, where Moses is. Okay, are we heading back? Yeah. Okay, so we'll go to another. Where are we at here? No, that ain't it. I need one with the snow. Snow. Snow, snow, snow. That one. Then we're going to go where Moses is, but the light, that's why I said that it's too late in the year already that Moses is in the shadow. He's not in the light now. He comes out at winter solstice. Where's the pointer? I need a pointer. So Moses is right in here. He's right there. And it's halfway up the 1,000-foot karst. You know? This is a big head. That's somebody laying there looking up at the sky. And I've been up here. I did a live video from on top of this. Moses is in here. He's right there. Paint him. Painting Moses. Forrest knows he's there. Leo Salazar showed him where. And Leo Salazar died in 1991. So now two can keep a secret if one of them's dead. One of them was dead. But now there's a third person knows the secret. So it reverts to George Washington, and three may keep a secret if two of them are dead. Yeah, I'm looking for, I think Thoth is in here. And I've been right down there. So I went too far. See, because I'm trying to figure out where is directly below Moses along the cliff. Because I've hiked all the way up here. I hiked all the way up there and across there up to here. And the Clovis Queen is in here somewhere. Where is she? Right here. Right here is the Clovis Queen, I call her. That's what I have on the back of my RV. It just doesn't, not as detailed on here because it's further away. But each of these dark figures are figures standing there. People, their images. See, that's the head of somebody. So I've been up on top. I did a live video from up here. Because on top you can get a signal. Down at the bottom you don't. and so I hiked all up this and back down the same way. I've actually been over the other side of it from the other direction. Yeah, well, I'm going to fly closer to some of this stuff after the snow melts. This looks like an interesting area here. I bet you can find some artifacts there, right, Forrest? A place where people haven't been, might not have been for 1,000 years or 10,000 years. Look for them ancient artifacts. Yeah, I don't have a gimbal on my drone, but you see this person standing here. It's pretty obvious. And Moses is right down in this crack here. That's why he only comes out at winter solstice. Worth the cold. Forrest Fenn was shot down at winter solstice. Except he was closer to the southern hemisphere. A lot closer. I don't think they really have a bad winter in Vietnam. Too close to the equator. Look at that big face there. Look at the eyes, the mouth here. This guy. And look at that big head. Do you see that? Let's go. I'll pause it on it. Nope. You can go back far enough. Okay. See, this is a big face here. This one with the two eyes. But this face here with the smile. And then there's another one up here. Look, it's a profile. There's his nose, his eye, his chin. This guy. I'm circling his head. He's looking that way. You read the pictures of the woods with the horses hidden in it and stuff? It's like that. Aberrations. Where's my other? Oh. I'm going to show you some of this shit. Here. Link. Is it? Yeah. No, that ain't the one I wanted. Maybe it's this one. Yeah. Now, which way do I go? Do I head for that mountain? This is a pyramid here. There's probably a whole lot of ancient people buried in that mountain. It's probably all piled inside, full of bones. Because on Google Earth, I saw a you seen a circle. There's a circle up on top of here, and there's a little tower thing up there, and that's the Rio Grande River. That's Taos is the other side of that. Let me get my mouse over here so I can stop it on the. Come on, drop the horizon. That's one thing. This drone, the camera's fixed, and so it's always, and it's where it keeps the propellers out of the picture. So it's just below the propellers, and when you're going forward, you won't see the horizon until you stop. There, Taos is just the other side of that mountain there. So, and these were like like in Lord of the Rings, they'd have a fire on top of this mountain and a fire on top of that mountain. They could send a message hundreds of miles relaying between these peaks. Now we'll zoom up, get closer to the. You see here, I'm on top of that peak, and there's the round feature right there. Where's my paintbrush? So I'm gonna go take it's right here. There's this round feature. I get pretty close to it. And then there's this tower thing up there. And the wind is pushing me around up there. So, woohoo, let's get close. No, that's too close. That's where you go, I might crash. So this is the round feature that was on top of this. Da-da, there, they dropped me, everybody's left, huh? I had to restart my freaking phone. I think it's pretty heavy. Yeah. The Corona? Yeah, Verizon, it was saying reconnecting, not doing anything. And I didn't enable my mobile hotspot for my computer. And I was still able to chat on the PC. Yeah, I'm still here. Verizon or Toby used his NSA access to knock me off there. That's what happened. Mr. CIA. So, yeah. It's buffering. Yes, well, it was. I wasn't. It couldn't connect with me. My connection on my phone was it's a reconnecting. It can't reconnect. And meanwhile, I was using the chat through my PC that's tethered through the phone. And so somebody attacked my live stream, basically. And who does that? People that work for the NSA or used to work. Oh, yeah, he still does work for the NSA. That's like that one guy, Clapper or whatever. They took his security clearance away because he was still using it to cause trouble after he had left his job. He was trying to, yeah. He didn't want to relinquish his power. It's my buddy, my other buddy. Where's Jack? Where you at, Jack? He's in here somewhere. Probably on the bed. I'm a national threat. Yeah. According to Toby, I am. My name can't even be mentioned. Forbidden Searcher. Yeah, that was being a real dirtbag. And so he earned the Double Blazes. Hey, he earns the Double Blazes award. What type of dry goods? Greens, salad greens. Jars getting low. I go in for surgery Thursday morning. Digital treasure maps. Last 6 months or more. Oh, they last 6 months or more in the can? Yeah. And coronavirus near you? Oh, I'll show you. I see it. I'll show you the coronavirus, Davio. Where to go? Here we go. Here's coronavirus. Yeah, look out. It's out there, man. Like it at fast food, use the drive-through. Don't go inside. Don't dig through DVD bins. Oh, what I just switched it back. Yeah, I got sinus surgery Thursday, and so I'm avoiding getting anywhere near public and public places, touching things in public, and I use the wipes on the cart at the grocery store. It should bring rubber gloves when you go to the grocery. You should just wear rubber gloves when you go to the grocery store, and don't touch your face with them. And before you get back to your car, after you've abandoned the cart, then take the gloves off. Good way to clear traffic. Yeah, somebody already did that. They did that artwork quick. That probably isn't too hard drawing that something like that. Now my generator's cutting power and running all funky, and my monitor's going on and off. And I got this in the mail. This is really cool. It's a Mercury Liberty. It's a 1 ounce dime, basically, a 1 ounce Mercury dime. I've seen some of the people who know what they're talking. It's not airborne. It's not an airborne thing. You have to touch something and pick your nose, put your hand in your mouth, get it in your eye, whatever. From picking it up, touching, having contact with the person. And yeah, don't dig through the DVD bin at the grocery store. Don't pick through the fruit. You want to touch all the fruit? Pick up that one. You're putting your germs on that fruit, and you're picking up the germs of everybody else that picked up all those pieces. No, you don't want to slime everything first. I watched the thing about that air, the gel or whatever that they make that super light air bubble filled polymer or whatever thing, and it's really great insulation. It stops heat, and this guy put like Play-Doh stuff of the stuff around his fingers and put a 2,500-degree torch on it and didn't feel it. That's some good insulation. I've been watching these videos because I watch the drone videos and some ultralight videos, and now YouTube's is, hey, watch these about flying and people flying their airplanes, their little Cessna, going up 20,000 feet and having to use oxygen, everything. And it seems like there's a lot of, that's what you hear Forrest, I'd fly, turn my radio off. And you understand why if you watch these videos of these pilots, and it's too much jibber jabber on the radio and instructions and all kinds of bullshit. But an ultralight isn't that safe, and the airplane isn't that safe. So I'm going to build me a flying saucer. And my flying saucer is gonna like have the 4 props like a drone, but most of it is going to be full of helium. and so it's just going to be like a balloon, with propulsion. And I'm going to make it flying saucer disc shape. Maybe the younger people should catch the Cobra virus. They say it's mostly the people that are old and already sick that are dying, the ones that die from it. Most everybody else, it's like getting the flu. It's like getting the flu, and you get over it, and then you should be done with it. You should be immune to it after you get over it. There's bullshit that it comes back to now. Maybe people just didn't recover from it completely. This angle. Talking about squares and stuff. And influenza B in January. Really sucked. Yeah, I bet. I'm very isolated here, and I rarely go places. I'm not in contact with a lot of people. I was at Dollar Tree, and I had a 420 cough at Dollar Tree. I swear people were running out the door. How's that doing? Ooh. There we go, Boss Sassy, Big Assy. Man, surgery, heavy loads there. Yeah, I'm gonna have they're gonna leave. They gotta leave splints in my nose because they have to patch the hole that they make in my skull when they go into that sinus. They gotta cut through my skull to get to the one sinus, and then they're gonna have splints in there. So I have to go back 4 days after surgery to have the splints come out. And meanwhile, I'm gonna have a diaper on my nose, and I think I'll just wear my one of my masks. Where are they? They're not right here. I've got some of them surgical masks that go around your ears. They're just the paper flap. Pagosa Hot Springs. It's either Pagosa Hot Springs. It's got Pagosa Hot Springs, the world's deepest hot spring. I told Toby, if you throw a stone in the water or you cast your line in the water, where does the sinker halt? Where does that sinker halt? At the bottom. That's where water halts, at the bottom. And where does the deepest hot spring halt? At the bottom. The bottom, if it halts, it ends, right? Where the warm water ends in the river is one end, but it has two ends. And everybody's looking at this end while the other end's going, you know? That's like, if Toby's watching, actually picture this, Toby. I'm giving you a BA right now. Kiss my ass. The big D. Big D? No, they're little D's. There's no capital D's in the poem. They're all little D's. And if you saw that picture of my video going down the canyon with the canyon walls, and the creek is drawn right in the middle of the poem, right up the middle of the poem is where the creek, no paddle up your creek. You just draw a blue line on that creek, right? And then you do the follow the dots with the D's and turn it, and you got a canyon with a creek running down it. Dog? What dog? Dog. Well, what's more important is the ibis. And what the hell happened to Forrest Fenn's, the Dale Neitzel and the Thoth page, and the comment is gone about aberrations. I swear it was in one of the little, it was in the little spot right underneath the Thoth and above the advertisement. And the whole thing about aberrations is gone from the thing. Piece of anything more. He's his temporary custodian. Yeah. That's gone from the comments or from the. I can't find it in the new. I think Dale edited it out after I made the meme. I don't see it. It talks about Consuela. I purchased the Consuela place. She promised. Yeah. It's a parrot, gray. Ute Mountain. Yeah, that's that mountain that was in the video between me and Taos in that drone video. I'm gonna pull up a picture here. I made a picture. I went to this spot and went way up, as high as a drone would go, and I took a picture in every direction, and then I take the pictures from the drone and put it in the my panorama program. Come on, drag over there, big screen. So let's see. Let's put this over here again. Boop, boop, boop. So, come on. I use a big number 6 aluminum wire for my camera stand. It's flexible. So I'm up 600 feet over the Fairy Hills, and these are the Fairy Hills, and these are the Brownie Hills. The brown fairy. So, and this is the Rio Grande. And the Rio Grande heads up to Alamosa here. This is Mount Blanca. And we come around. This is the Sangre de Cristos. And there's Ute Mountain. Oh, come on. That's Ute Mountain. Taos is on the other side of Ute Mountain. Is it Cuesta? Or what? Right there? Next to Taos? So it's Taos Mountain. So this goes all the way around. And so the New Mexico border is just north of Ute Mountain there. This New Mexico border is right across above right here. So everything over there is New Mexico. This is where I was flying the drone here on this mountain. That's where I was circling that thing. And there's some interesting rock formations down here. I see there's this stuff down here. These seem interesting. There's shapes in them. Yeah, I'm in my starfighter here, man. And I want to go check out the top of this little plateau. I think that's the next signal butte going up. And actually where'd it go? Where did Blanca go? Oh, Blanca. Oh, there. Yeah, my land is right about in here. This is where I am, right about there. and this picture was taken like 30 miles from here. And you can see way up here. Let's go back here to over there. There. Okay, where the sand is. This is the Great Sand Dunes here. This sand, this going up the side of the mountain a little bit. That's the Great Sand Dunes. And this is an interesting. There's a rock formation right around the corner over here, and Manassas is right down the road, right about where the hand is on that side of the hill, and that's where what's his name was. I fucked up that. What's his name? Yeah. I'll go to the pictures I got of him. uh, Jimmy Dorsey, Jack Dorsey. I'll show you the pictures from Jack Dorsey Museum. Where'd it go? Come on. Computer's slow. I used my 20 gigabytes for tethering this month. And so they got my laptop running slow. And change some pictures. The chomp is about to be heard. The clomp? The clomp of the boot? Something's changed. Yeah, why did he remove that from the... Because he's trying to say, oh, no, that's nothing to do with it. No, it does have something to do with it. Yeah, Jackie, the drone and Jack, he yeah, so this is a Jack Dorsey statue in front of the Jack Dorsey birthplace in Manassas. The shoes on the other foot. Yeah. And Jack Dorsey, he got into fighting because he he was from a family of 13 and oh, is it gonna there, this is back of his statue. So he was from a family of 13 and he had to learn to fight because all the bullies at school and whatever, you know. And Forrest talks about that cowboy punching him. You know, is he referring to Jack Dorsey? Because Jack Dorsey's at the right by the Ferry Hill, the Brown Ferry Hills. That was a joke. So yeah, this is inside the Jack Dorsey Museum birthplace. I had to take pictures through the windows. They were closed. Now, it's got to wait because I don't have the pictures. There are pictures around my phone, and I can't show you what's on my phone because I'm using it for the video. And yeah. He's got an eagle. There's a stuffed eagle over here. And I seen eagles when I was down there. I seen a bald eagle down there. It's just a one room, this with a house with 13 of them. 13 Dorseys in there. And look, I had just made the meme with the wishing well, and look, this is behind Jack Dorsey's place, and oh, I know where that is. We'll just go there here. So, oh no, we'll go there with this. I'm trying to get up a image. Just do this. I'm trying to find my thing I made of the wishing well. Because Forrest says, how deep is a hole? I tossed a dime in there. Forrest says a nickel. I threw a dime in for the 2 cracked pies. Yeah, when that cowboy punched him in the nose, did it crack his pie? There. Yeah, this thing I made. I made that a month ago or something. I made that a month ago or something, and then there's the Jack Dorsey with the wishing well. Oh, come on, only go that way. Where'd the well go? I had it on there. I had it on the screen there. So wishing well's the same one that's in my. What are the chances? There are too many parallels and synchronicities, you know? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, congratulations, Jason, Sasha. Oh, what a messy place, huh? Damn, reverse thing. I gotta clean my garage. My phone is not wanting to hang on the magnet straight. So yeah, I got some more drone flying to do. I got some more peyote church activity. Quanah Parker, you know, the white man, it says a white man goes in his church, talk about Jesus, and the Indian goes in his teepee and talks to Jesus because he was taking peyote and he was seeing apparitions. And they see apparitions in the rocks. Now come smoke a peace pipe, Davio. I had a little remote control car coming, and I'm going to take probably an acre or two of my land and turn it into an RC dirt track for the remote control cars. Put some hills and jumps and tunnels. Pee-po, pee-pi-po, fee-fi-fo-fum. Was it Brown Fairy and Jack and the Beanstalk or Pinocchio? Pinocchio had, what's his name? Health and happiness, yeah. Into this month, I'll catch up with Davio. I'll be 62. Oh, my tea ain't got cold yet. Yeah. I was the last white man born in Oakland. and Davio, hey, the last place I lived before I moved to Colorado in California in 1989, I was living in a warehouse. A friend of mine had a shop with an office, you know, and it's a big shop with a loft in the back. And we were living back in the loft in there. I was up in the loft. He was down in the office. And next door was all this loud music and boom, 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 boom. And you go outside and it's after the music and it'd be girls out there sweating in tights and stuff, and you were wondering what the hell's going on in there, you know? And a couple months later, I said, "Oh yeah, that was MC Hammer's studio. That was MC Hammer recording the Hammer right next door to." I mean, my bed's against the wall, and they're on the other side of the wall. Boom, 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 boom. Can't touch this. Doom, 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 doom. And that stage was right there next door to me. I didn't even know it. The old dream. And MC Hammer had a house up by Loney College, and we'd park near there. And when you walk up Mission Peak up the trail, you'd see MC Hammer's house down there. Well, before I knew it was his and all that, I just thought it was some rich Arab or something, because it had this, you know, this driveway. It had like two carport things and loops, but there underneath was a garage one, loop through a garage underneath, and it was a $6 million house or something. Ended up selling it for a couple $1 million or something. Now it's probably a $20 million house. Yeah, I was right next door to MC Hammer. Didn't even freaking know it. And he never come over and say, "Hey." Yeah. Oh. The Hammer next door, yeah. And I'm the Axe Man. I'm the notorious Axe Man. Really, how did that text from the page about Thoth disappear? Gedelkin saw it. Gedelkin saw it on there, but it's not there anymore. Where was what I was there? Chop, clop, chop, clop. It's hard to walk in those pants. Yeah. Oh, they come out sweating, and it was cooler outside. You know, they had a little breeze, and California, Fremont. It was off of Warm Springs Boulevard in Fremont. And Davio, was that drag racer guy that got killed that was the owner of the Hot Rod Cafe? Or was it the Hot Rod? Yeah. But he was a drag racer, right? Because there's a story about the drag racer and his wife got killed in the driveway and all that shit. Yeah, and you know the guys that blew up Harvey's casino, they were from Fremont too. and guess what? Elon Musk and Tesla is in Fremont. It's like there's a magnet there. I left a magnet behind. I grew up there and went to Irvington. I've climbed Mission Peak many times. I scattered my dad's ashes are on top of Mission Peak there. I went and dumped them up in the wind and rain, and I had to close my eyes because I was getting ashes in my nose and in my ears and in my eyes and my mouth. And I had to close my eyes and finish dumping his ashes. And they blew off into the clouds and seeded the clouds. And this is October, and I'm driving over 80, and I had to get changed to get over 80 in October. Because I seeded the clouds with my dad's ashes, and he made it snow. Because my mother already made it rain every year on the birthday. Moon got to be it. Yeah, the full moon, is that tonight? Should be up there already if it's tonight. Must be up there. Feel it. The moon pulling on me. Hey, and you know, up on my birthday, all them planets, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are all going to be aligned. It's all the do 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 do. I got to finish my magic scepter. You know, it's like Thoth had his scepter. Head of the ibis. Deities of Egyptian mythology, but Thoth is also a deity of Atlantis mythology. And Forrest was a pilot. When I found this Thoth figure, I sent the picture to Forrest. Is that you, Forrest, riding an ibis while you're fly fishing? He was fly fishing. Yeah, he was flying and fishing while he was flying. Figure table. Yeah, that quote is gone. Totally gone. So somebody's watching my stuff. Somebody that because I don't talk to Dale. Dale doesn't follow my stuff. I think I even probably have him blocked on Facebook because he's a jerk. He's been a jerk to me. Just like all, why is that? Why do they all got to be a jerk to me? Yeah, I spent my last 2 weeks of high school at Santa Cruz, Twin Lakes. Why is it called Twin Lakes? There's no lakes there. And you go 10 Mile Beach. There's some AC/DC cover band there. It's pretty good party out there at 10 Mile Beach. Generators and a lot of that starting to disappear. Yeah, they're all. I'm scaring them away. Timothy Leary. Yeah. Well, Forrest said success is an omnipotent guru. The guy that showed him Moses, that's where Moses received the 10 Commandments. He said that like some kind of omnipotent religious guru. So if you know where Moses is, you're an omnipotent guru. If you know where Moses is, you know his secret. Double blazes, Toby. Just an extra one. Turned instant asshole on me because I said the gypsies lack imagination. You know, that proof of anything else, you know, as long as you're going to block me and treat me as a fourth class, fifth class citizen, then I said double blazes, Toby. You have it coming to you. You asked for it. He asked for it. Something's vibrating. The tape, it's on a springy wire, and it's on my table. And the wind's only 3.9 miles an hour. But like, if Jack moves or something, then it'll shake the camera again. The thrill of the chase is finding his memories on the canyon walls. They're strewn all across the mountain. And the way it's related to Lewis and Clark is Lewis and Clark were the Northwest Passage, and this is the Southwest Passage. And this is Atlantis. This is the passage they used because most everything north of here was covered in ice going up the mountains. But this was still a warm place. During the Ice Age, this was a nice place to be. Yeah. Um, I'm still making more and more. When I have the treasure, I can open up a gallery and make my art go woo, way out there. I told you, Gene, if I'll show you all these monuments, you can make a killer document. You're a better video. You got better cameras and all that shit than me. Either that or Jens needs to somebody. It's time to make a documentary about this. It's Atlantis is in North America. Part is a major part of it. His headdress and lace, probably on the Lonesome Dove Ranch, because his mother was part of the Lonesome Dove. The Parkers in Lonesome Dove, that's Quanah Parker's family. He's a subtle hint to Lonesome Dove, the dove in the moon, the dove in the Valley of the Moon. Those are two RV cabin resorts right next door to each other. The Dove and the Valley of the Moon. So that's boom, boom, boom. All the only thing I have, we haven't put any nails in his coffin yet. That's all that's left. That's why when I told him at Fenn, 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? The person who knows his secret is a threat because only 1 is allowed to know the secret. If 2 know it, then somebody has to kill the other person. It's just metaphorical. Nobody's going to kill anybody here. I'll let Forrest to die in peace. uh, you know, I don't know. If it's in his will and all, it's like, well, he won't know that that's actually executed as he wished, you know. But if he lets it go before then he knows it's been taken care of properly. There are many panhandle plains museum. It is a good point. Maybe all of us are cloned. Yeah. I saw myself on Wheel. Was it The Price is Right? There was like in 1982, 83. I saw there was a guy on there that looked just like I did at that time. On the He's been trained out. You recognize yourself. You've been trained out. Yeah, a lot of people are programmed by the TV, and the greatest discovery ever will be when Atlantis is discovered. The treasure hunt is the full page color ad for the discovery of Atlantis to bring attention to it. And to find that other Indiana Jones like him who can see the stuff. Got a new pin on my hat. Actually got this for my other hat. I just can't. I can't believe it. I got them words from Gold is the Skin of Gods by Forrest Fenn. And they've been removed from the page. That's why. Because it can be confirmed what I said. I should have made a screenshot of the page. I got to start doing that because Dale will delete stuff from there. Once the clue's known, Forrest says, "Hey, take that off of there, Dale," and he takes it off of there. It's gone. 2020. Why isn't focused? Who are you? Who? Come along, Bill boy. Have a cigar. You're gonna go far. Yeah. They're gonna love you. They're gonna love you. Nice. Forrest Fenn's Thoth is because he's up here flying through the Rio Grande National Forest, and the buffalo cow. There's a whole bunch of blazes, and they represent his stories. Here we go. Let me show you the backside of that. That new one. Boy, that old 53, 54 Corvette, that was a nice little car. Be nice to have one of them. and that's the new mid-engine. Or this one. Yeah. Yeah, I want dark green with gold leaf flames, and then gold clear with gold metal flake on top. And I'll call it the Blaze. The Blaze is Moses in the burning bush. The hand of God burned the writing into the stone, and his stories are written in stone. His book won't last forever, but the clues will. A lot of the clues, the names of the places will probably change. The home of Brown's already changed hands to somebody else. It's not owned by Brown anymore because he died in 2013. He actually put it up for sale about the time Forrest published the book. Good name. The Blaze, yeah. You see some of them catch on fire? I was at the Lincoln Hotel in Dallas one time in about 1984, 85. And there was a Bentley there, and the engine caught on fire. So they had a burning Bentley, and yes, well, as you've seen from my drones shots of it, the stuff is pretty much got a southern exposure, and a lot of the rocks are exposed, but there's snow to get through the woods to get up there, and slopes, and so you're better waiting for the ice to melt. The vet. Oh. 120 miles an hour. What ice is the question? What ice? Ice Age. It's Ice Age. It's this is pre-Diluvian. Yeah, I think you see even Donovan's song, the continent of Atlantis was an island. Okay, you get this straight. It's either a continent or an island. No, the continent of Atlantis had an island city, a port, probably off the end of the Mississippi River. It's out there underneath the ocean, or off the end of the Rio Grande River. The Rio Grande River is very possible where it ended about go 300 feet down out in the ocean where the Rio Grande River used to go, and you might find the city of Atlantis. Live later for full man. Yeah, Davio can come on. I'm tired. Yeah, I'll bring my axe over there. Yeah, Forrest told Seattle Sullivan that I was good with an axe. And I never brought up axes before, except there's that lumberjack. And that's it, that lumberjack. I'm the lumberjack with the axe that cleared the forest. I'm the axe man, yeah. I would love to have a Jeep wagon. Yeah, I saw this old military thing with these big ass wheels earlier on a friend posted it, and yeah, with that I can go to any of these spots easily. Well, I can't get up on top of the hill or go through trees, but there. See, still got the axe. And you know what? There we go. Why can't I? Why does it give him an axe? Why didn't it give him an axe? Should have given him an axe, not a wrench. I'll see what it does. Yeah, he should have given him an axe instead of a wrench. Yeah. Did all your trees fall down? I sprayed Axe deodorant. Ever have to use a woman's deodorant because you didn't have anything else around it except hers? My arm fell off. Yeah, yeah. I'm making a track. I'm clearing all the bushes, all the sage between my shed, my trailer, and my RV. I'm clearing all that out, and I'm gonna have that all raked and be a little racetrack for my RC car, so I can entertain myself by racing a little 4-wheel drive car and have little jumps and hills, tunnels. I'll dig a trench and put some boards over it and put dirt on top, so it's got little tunnels and and make a little dirt track for racing cars. Maybe they'll turn up some arrowheads. I'll have a hint. Not a clue, a hint. There are hints. Hints and clues are basically the same thing. A hint will give you an idea where to look, and so will a clue. So what the fuck's the difference? The ones that, and in the book he says there's several. And what's right around the middle of Once Upon a While is a bunch. And you got the story with Bella showing him him doing the hand of God symbol. talking about Bella, politician, the activist or whatever. Oh, that typewriter. Okay. So see, that might be an. I've got to do that part. I'm working on that part. I'm working on the typewriter part, Forrest. I think what he wants is to write a story about it, publish a book about it. That's why literature is important. But here he's doing. This is the same hand symbol George Washington's doing. This one's, I gotta hand it to you. I'm holding on to the cash, the closed fist. I'm gonna hold on to it, but it's yours. That's what he's saying here. You know? He said I had to hand it to her. She was okay. And that's what the hand symbol is. That's the George Washington handing the nation to the people. Oh, there we're still back. Okay, I was just about to because when it does that, it's reconnect. Well, it's probably they're probably tuning up the damn tower for this, but I'm able to still got the internet on my computer and it's going through the phone. So, you know, they're lying when they saying they can't connect. It's Verizon fucking with me. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I get off if Davio wants to go. I'm gonna sign off because I'm getting tired of talking to you. It says I'm an hour and 33. I thought that's what it said before. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. I got lousy Verizon, and my generator's cycling and shutting power off, on, off, on, off, on. Oh, I'm going to fix something to eat. So if you want to go live, Davio, go for it. I'll join in on your chat. Monkey, this one. Yeah. I got a monkey on my shoulder. No, I got a monkey on my back. There we go. Two heads are better than one, right, Forrest? That's what they always said. And I think Doug's a partner in this thrill of the chase with Forrest on it. Maybe I could have Doug write my book for me. Maybe that's why he was hinting that he tried to get Doug to write it. Maybe I can get Doug to write my book. You want to write my book, Doug? Yeah. But I could slap this monkey. Yep. And we could bring out the other wildlife. It's just one big happy family here. Yeah, Curious George and Willie Mammoth. Jumanji 3. Yeah, they filmed that right down here. I tried to tell them I guess a neat place to film stuff with all these rock formations. These rock formations are ancient. Jumanji would have done great. Yeah. Okay, you gonna go live, Davio? I'll sign off. I want to fix dinner. I'm hungry. daylight savings brought the evening 7 o'clock around faster. All right. All right. We'll see ya. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Don't listen to gypsies. Yep. Later, Jay. Later, Jason, everybody else.